Hi Pisces, how are you? Thanks for being here. I'm happy to have you here. I'm going to pull some cards for you. I'm not using any particular spread, okay? I'm just going to... be good if I could speak, wouldn't it? I'm just going to start by putting some cards to give a kind of outline of your situation. Look, it's going to be a surface energy kind of thing of your situation, and then we'll kind of get underneath it. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Six of Cups. That's a strong soul bond. You're bonded with someone at a soul level. That's what this reading is about for you. It doesn't have to be romantic, my loves, but it could be for some of you. It doesn't have to be romantic, you know. But this reading like pertains to someone like in your soul family. Ten of Pentacles is kind of a family card. This is about your soul family. Someone in your soul family. I feel like you're having to be really patient with someone. Temperance has come out. But it sort of... somehow it feels like the burden of patience is on you. I don't know how that makes sense. Why wouldn't both of you be having to be patient? Because they're not feeling it that way. You're feeling a real need for patience. But they're not feeling it that way. What's that all about? I feel like this is you on this side of this connection. This is the card that represents the connection in between you, and then this is someone else's energy, this reverse Ten of Pentacles energy. Oh, I just feel like you're finding it so hard to be patient. Oh, it's a difficult feeling, my loves. Tell me more about this reverse Ten of Pentacles, please, for Pisces. Page of Swords. Communication. Someone's communication is underneath the reversed Ten of Pentacles. I don't feel that they are communicating, though. I just don't, because you're having to be so patient, Pisces. Is that correct? Are they holding back on their communication? Are they holding back on their communication? Reverse Strength. Yeah. Yeah, they're holding back on their communication. It's like they don't have it in them, almost. I feel like they're tired. This person on this side of this connection, that I just feel they're so tired. You really want to hear from them, you really want communication from them, and it's like they don't have the strength of will for it, somehow. I just get such a sense of exhaustion. More about this Ten of Pentacles, please. Tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles for Pisces, please. The world. The world. That's two cards of endings we've had now, because tens are endings, and 21 is the last card in the major arcana. They want to bring something, they want to bring a cycle to an end, but they haven't got the strength to put the communication in place to be able to do this. This is the energy that I feel surrounding you, Pisces. Reverse it as it makes sense to you, alright? It could be that you're the one with this feeling and this patient energy is somebody else's, but this is the way I'm feeling it. So, I guess the question is what? What cycle are they closing out? What is it that they want to bring to an end but just can't communicate it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Let me just find out about the past of this Ten of Pentacles energy for you, and then we'll get into what is it? What is it about that world just to give you a bit more background so that you can kind of, you know if it's your reading, but, you know, use your intuition. Use your intuition for that as well. What I'm trying to say is, don't use the cards to make decisions, please. Use the cards to prompt your own thoughts, you know, sort things out in your head. Get clarity. Find clarity. But the decisions are yours. The whole point of this is to try and open up more decisions. Open up more perspectives for you. Alright? But it's a collective reading, so take what's yours. Leave anything behind that isn't. So I'm finding out more about this connection for you. I mean, we've already clarified it, but in a sort of current to future-ish way. And we had the Strength out in reverse. And when I look to the past of this connection, we get Strength out again with the Death card. So this tells me that this energy used to be flowing in the past of this connection. And then another card of an ending. The will that this person used to have to communicate, to try and create a Ten of Pentacles with you. It used to be there. And I can see very clearly in these cards that now it isn't. And when I say create a Ten of Pentacles with you, I'm talking about kind of practical goals, I guess. Working towards a meeting of practical, mutual goals. God, my elbow's wonky. Sorry. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, what? So this energy can translate in different ways in the real world, but to give you a sort of concrete example, this could be a plan to move in together, for example. Ten of Pentacles is often a moving house card for me. So it's like there used to be the will to want to make that work. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting that it's like a merging of business, some sort of business opportunity where you were almost going to merge together or something, or work very closely together. So it's going to be different for all of you. But whatever the sort of 3D expression of this energy is, the will was there. The will was there, and it's turned upside down. You know, the conviction, the strength of conviction in this Ten of Pentacles with you, Pisces, was there, and then it's reversed, and now there's a lack of communication around it. So let's do a bridging energy between this upright strength and this reverse strength to find out how that happened. I'm going to use this deck because when I have these sorts of specific questions, I tend to go to this deck. So what caused this loss of conviction? Please, the Six of Swords. They just felt things were so rocky. It all just felt too stormy and rocky for them. Interesting. Yeah. And then, yeah. Six of Swords with a Chariot on top. I feel a wavering in their energy here. This is a bridging energy, so it could be that more currently that wavering has come to an end, but in between these two spaces that we've talked about, because this is a doubtful Six of Swords. Particularly in this deck, I find this such a doubtful Six of Swords. It's like, right, yeah, no, I'm going to move away from this situation. I'm going to fly away from this situation and find a calmness away from this situation. But look at her, she's looking back. And she's almost like, who are these people I'm getting on board with in order to move away from this situation? I feel like she's looking at them going like, I don't even really know who you are. And she's just looking back as if to say like, what am I leaving behind? I don't know. And then that comes through in the Chariot as well. You can see we've got this way, that way. It's like, which direction do I go in? But it does feel more here that they have chosen the direction of not wanting to work on this anymore. It feels like they've chosen that direction of not wanting to work on this anymore, but it's not coming through in their communication. So no wonder you're feeling impatient, Pisces. No wonder you're like, what's going on? It's like you know something's wrong. But the lack of communication on this other side, it's painful. And these two energies, we have a Six of Cups in between them, so this situation means a lot to you. I mean, you wouldn't be watching a tarot reading about it otherwise, would you? But it's like, I just feel like the bond with this person felt, I'm going to say meant to be. And when I say meant to be, I don't mean meant to be forever and ever. And I will say, when you're feeling that it was meant to be, I agree with you. It was meant to be. This has entered your life for a reason. It's just that when that happens, sometimes we think the reason is that you're meant to be together forever and ever and ever and ever. More and more with the Six of Cups, I'm not seeing that as a reason. We'll dig under the reason. We'll dig under the reason. We'll get to that Six of Cups and we'll dig under the reason. But currently, it's like someone just doesn't have the will to work on this anymore, but they're not communicating it to you. Things got too stormy for them somehow, and they just didn't want to be in that storm anymore. They just didn't want to be in that storm anymore. Let's just clarify the world to find out more about the nature of what's ending here, or what they want to bring to an end, because it might, they've lost the conviction to work on this Ten of Pentacles, but it might be that they want to bring something within that to an end and not the whole thing, if you know what I mean. So let's get underneath this world and see what kind of cycle they want to close out. Death again, in reverse again. It's just backing it up, really. That's not really told me anything more. It's just confirming itself. The reading's just confirming itself. If I've not already said, please reverse energies as applies. Some of you could be relating to this energy yourselves. Oh, okay. No, this is telling me more. This is what they want to bring to an end. What they want to bring to the end is the need for strength, the need for resilience. This person is so sick of needing to be resilient. They don't want it. They don't want to have to keep summoning so much strength to try and build a Ten of Pentacles. They want it to be easier. They want to put an end to the need to be strong in a storm. They don't want to be in the fucking storm anymore. I get it. I get it. Anything else on this World card, please? Oh, 3 of... Oh. There's the pain. There's the pain. I could feel it already, the pain. You might have noticed in the way I express these energies. There's pain tied to this. There's pain tied to this. I don't want to be strong anymore. I understand. I understand. And you get Emperors come out in reverse. The Emperor upright is so stable, so strong. A rock, a mountain. They just don't want to be strong anymore. And then the 9 of Cups came out also in reverse. Why is the 9 of Cups here? Why is the 9 of Cups here? I don't want that many cards. Why is the 9 of Cups here? Four of Wands. In reverse. See, this speaks to me of the idea of a fairy tale union. 9 of Cups reversed is like fairy tale. Oh, I don't know how it connects. How does it connect with the rest of the reading? I mean, the fairy tale is... their hopes and their wishes and their dreams, this energy around a union. This is a card of union, often. Can be a card of reconciliation, but that's not it. Another 4, another 4, another reversed 4 though. It's a 4. It's also a card of stability, and again it's in reverse, along with the reversed Emperor. Oh gosh. The desire for that stability is so strong, but the actual stability isn't there, and it's incredibly painful. But there's also some sort of acceptance here that this desire... No. That the likelihood of this stability occurring is a pipe dream. There's also some recognition of that here. And to a certain extent, I think that's what they want to bring to an end. The dream, the pipe dream. But they also want to bring to an end the need. It doesn't quite make sense. They also want to bring to an end the need for constant strength. But it's like that would require a change in circumstances. So they would need to... I don't know. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Maybe we'll come back to it. I think I said it the best I can. I don't feel I've quite got underneath those cards properly for you, and I can only apologise for that. I do have my limits and my boundaries, and in terms of going onto this energy, I think we've hit a wall. And I will be honest with you and say that when that happens, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to bullshit you. I can't quite grasp it, but I hope I've given you enough that maybe you have a deeper understanding of yourself or this person. Let's look at this energy over here then, Pisces, which could be yours. I mean, I don't know if you're mirroring each other to a certain extent, because this very much felt like someone else's energy to start with, but I feel within you, you will also be resonating with this idea that you just don't want to keep being resilient. You know, everyone says resilience is such a great skill, and you're so resilient and you're so brilliant and you deal so well with so much hard shit. But it's just like, I don't want there to be any more hard shit to deal with anymore. And I understand that. I understand that. I think resilience, this is me speaking, not the cards. This resilience, this idea of resilience we have in society is overvalued. And it's overvalued in a way that encourages a hyper independence and can get in the way of beautiful, interdependent human connection. And possibly that's what your hope was here with this Six of Cups, because it feels like that. It feels, because you've got that soul connection here. And when you have that, it feels like you could build that kind of healthy interdependence with someone. But their Strength card became reversed. They no longer had the will to communicate in a lot of cases. Let's look at your energy, Pisces. Tell me more about this Temperance for Pisces, please. Tell me more about this Temperance for Pisces. Good. Good. I'm really happy to see that for you. After the World as well. I'm really glad to see that for you. Because the Fool is that sense of lightness and excitement. And actually it is a sense of not needing to be so resilient and strong all the time. It is a relief. This energy is a relief from that feeling of needing to be resilient all the time. And I'm so glad to see it in your reading. I don't know whether you're resonating with this energy or what. And sometimes you can take bits from each. We have the World on the bottom of the deck as well. How about that? The World. The World resets to the Fool, and we pulled the Fool, and there's the World on the bottom of the deck. It just backs up everything I'm saying. There's such a sense of freedom in both these cards. I can see you having a sense of relief from this feeling of needing to be so strong and so resilient all the time. I see a sense of relief from that for you, and I'm so glad to see it. So glad to see it, Pisces. So glad to see it. Because you have been waiting for this feeling for a long time. It's been a long time coming. You've had to be so strong for so long. I mean, I'm just drawn to this mountain in the back. The strength, the solidity of that mountain, which ties in with an upright Emperor energy, which ties in with an upright Strength energy. You've been so strong for so long, and I just do feel, in a way, in some sort of way, some sort of hard work is paying off for you here. Not in terms of physical things, not in terms of, oh, you've accumulated enough money to buy a house or something like that. In terms, just energetically, in terms of the way you interact with the world, just sheer strength that you have within you, Pisces. I just feel like it's time for you to lean in. Lean into some sort of sense of safety and security that you've found in amongst all this. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. Tell me more about this Fool card, please. Yeah. Tell me more about this Fool card. I just feel like you held on to this situation for so long. This situation that you needed to be resilient for. And because resilience is so valued as a strength, it's like you thought this situation was okay because you thought life was meant to be like this. Constantly needing to find more every day when you think it's running dry. No, I need to find that last ounce of strength, that last ounce of resilience to get through this. And the situation that required that level of resilience, you hung on to that situation for so long. But it's almost like now you're seeing the truth. You're seeing the truth. That actually, I deserve to be in a situation where this level of strength and resilience is not required. I deserve to be in a situation where I can feel light. And you can't have this energy all the time. You can't. But you deserve to have it some of the time. Yes, and this reverse strength energy, this resilience, you do need to be in that some of the time. But you do not need to keep yourself in a situation where so much of it is required. I was about to apologise for the nature of this reading because I don't know, it is like there's two energies here, but they're flip-flopping and mixing up a lot, and I don't know. You'll just have to take it as it resonates. Sometimes when I do readings, they don't exactly come together to make a coherent whole, and this is one of those readings. It's a collective reading, it's the nature of it, it's what happens sometimes, so my apologies for this not being a coherent story, but there's some very important messages for you here, Pisces, that you need to hear. You need to know. And I don't know how many times I've said this now, and I'm sorry. It does get repetitive sometimes, but you need to know that it is okay to remove yourself from a situation where you are required to be that resilient and that strong all the time. And where is the other energy in this? Because there's a lack of communication. And there's just a lack of action, a lack of doing anything. It's like you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this person to have some sort of input that requires, that means that you don't have to have the weight on your shoulders, the whole weight of it all on your shoulders, and they're not giving you it. They're not giving you any sense of relief. But you're finding it. You're finding it here with this Fool energy, and I'm so happy to see it for you. You're finding it within yourself. I feel you're finding it within yourself. You're letting go of trying to find stability in this situation, trying to find any contribution of strength from this other person in this situation, and it's been a long time coming, but you've done it. And this is how you've done it. You've done it with this Queen of Swords energy. She's badass. Check the name of my channel. She is. She's got a reputation for being cold, but it is not cold to cut out a situation where you are required to be like that. It's not cold. Oh, sure, society might see it as cold. They might see it as cold. Some of your friends might see it as cold. Some of their friends might see it as cold. But you deserve better. You deserve to not have that weight on your shoulders every day, Pisces. I commend you. I commend you. Shall we just get under this Six of Cups, which is a feeling of soul bond between these two energies, wherever these energies are now, because they do feel all over the place. And like I say, I can only apologise for the mildly incoherent nature of this. If it's coming across as incoherent, I don't know. If it's your story, it might all be making perfect sense. I don't know. I only feel the energies. Translating it into the 3D means that it just sometimes doesn't necessarily quite make sense. All right, Pisces. Judgment in reverse. Letting it go. There's such a sense of letting it go to find your peace. Letting it go to find your peace. Judgment can be a card of surrender, of letting go. And just that white dove is speaking to me so much. That's your peace. And you deserve that feeling of peace. You don't deserve to have to be so strong all the time. You don't. You don't. No. See, this is all spiky. Six of Wands. Not exactly your most typical Six of Wands card, but it was thorny in this situation. It was spiky. It was hurting you. And for so long you've been sat in here. You've been sat in these thorns for so long, Pisces. I can take the pain. I'm strong enough to bear this. It's my duty to bear this. This is what life is. Life is bearing pain. Life is being resilient within these painful times. No, you deserve to fly free of this mess, this pain. You deserve to fly free, and you have done. And if you haven't, the energy is very soon available to you, Pisces. Okay? You don't have to sit in this. You don't have to sit in this and try and cut all these branches down yourself and be so strong day in, day out to try and cut these down. Especially if you're sat in there with another person who isn't doing any work to try and cut these branches down. You deserve this. You deserve this lightness. You deserve this freedom, this sense of liberty. You deserve that. No, you can't have it all the time. No, you can't have it all the time. But you're allowed to feel it some of the time. You're allowed to pursue it. You're allowed to go your own way. You're allowed to cut out the bullshit, and you're allowed to pursue that. Life isn't about being resilient all the time. Life is about creating an energy around you, a family around you, a soul family around you, an environment around you where you can actually experience moments of peace. You deserve that, Pisces. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you. I really hope it's been helpful. Sorry it jumped about a bit with the energies, so I've done my best with them. I'm going to leave it there for you, loves. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the reading, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe and you haven't, please do so. It will help me pick up on your energy for next time. Yeah, do all the YouTube algorithm-y things. All right, Pisces. Thank you. Bye.